Hello, I'm Mark. Welcome to GOT, Good Old Tech. Today we're going to talk about if I'm going to buy the Z Fold 5, should I sell or trade my current phone to do so? Now that's a question I used to deal with all the time. Should I sell my device third party or should I trade it in for my upgrade? Well, we're going to answer that question because there's a lot of options today. I used to sell my device all the time, but let's look at some of the options. Now there's this site called Gazelle. You might have heard of it. You get to go through and scroll through and choose your device that you want to sell. You get to actually go through specifics. You know, is it unlocked, which mine is? And I'm going to use the Z Fold 4 because that would be the obvious choice to upgrade to the Z Fold 5 if I were to do so. You can go in and choose your exact phone. So I got the 512 model. So you go in there, it pulls it up, and then it asks you the questions, what kind of condition? Is it working? Pretty basic, simple questions. And then it want to know if is it damaged? Do you have a cracked screen? Does it have a bunch of scratches? Mine is in great condition, so I say that. It's flawless, so I choose flawless. And then they give you what the trade-in value would be. And on this particular phone, it would be $625 for my Z Fold 4. Well, that gives you a starting point, so you know exactly what value your device is. So now you got your base value and you have something to work with, $625. That's a base value. That's good. If I were to just trade, no questions asked, or well, make it a lot simpler, cash for phone. Now, the way you can sell it is you can go onto eBay, and I used to do this all the time. You can make money on eBay. But things have changed quite a bit. Now, how do you know if you get the real value? First off, you got to see what are they asking for these phones? What are they selling them for? And you can see the average price there was around $800-900 people were trying to get. But then you got to filter in when you're doing this search. Filter and choose what has been concluded, what has been sold, and then you actually get the real value. What are people getting for their phones? And then after you get that value, what they're getting phones, then you got to calculate the cost of doing this. So here we are filtering it, and this is what actually people were getting for the phones. Somewhere around $650, $800, depending on the condition of your phone, the value. Some of these were sold as parts or whatever, but looking like our consensus is around $700, $800. But then there's one more way to check. Go to list the phone, all right? Go through the listing process, and then you can get a value. And it says here your average value is what, $860 something is what their average value that you're getting for this phone. Well, let's calculate it. I'm just going to round things up to $850. Let's say you get $850 for your device. Well, you're going to pay about 15% in all the fees, taxes, whatever, shipping, okay? About 15%. So that brings you down to $850 minus the rounded up to $128. You made $722 on your phone. That's what you get to pocket. If you're lucky, if you sell for the average, $722 versus $625. Hey, that looks a little better than just trading in the Gazelle. Here's another site called OfferUp where you can actually just offer your phone, kind of like eBay, but they also take fees, not as much as eBay. eBay charges you to list it, they charge you to sell it, they charge you to give you your money. There's all kinds of fees in there. This place, not as much, and there's another one called Swappa. They do the similar thing. So there are different sites out there to do it, but you know what? The best way to do it is to trade in when you're buying the device with the company you're buying it from. Give an example, Samsung. Let's say I would upgrade to S23. Look at their trade-in right now. On the Samsung Fold 4, they're giving $750. You know what? When they came out with the device originally, the Fold 4, they gave over $1,000 for the previous model. Now, if you go to another manufacturer, like for example, Google, for the Z Fold 4, look at their trade-in value. They're going to give a little more. You go for the Z Fold 4 on this, they're giving $900 for the Z Fold 4. That's pretty good. $900 trade-in. You're getting almost at $1,000. And then, for example, if you went with the Z Flip, they're going to give $700 for that Z Flip 4. That's not bad either. So as you can see, going through the manufacturers that are selling the device now, they're giving you more on trade. And you know what? They're giving you more on trade for competitive device. To me, that's the way to go today. I used to sell them on eBay, but not anymore. Cost of doing business on eBay is just really escalated so much that it's not worth it anymore. Trade in your current phone with the company you're purchasing from. You get much better value and it's hassle-free. You don't have to worry about listing and paying all these additional fees. It's a straight up trade for your device. I hope this video was informative for you, and I hope it educated you a little bit more on whether you should trade or sell. I'll leave it to you what you want to do. Leave comments down below. Let me know what you think is a better option today. It may change in the future, who knows? But today, what do you think is the better option? Thank you for staying with me to the end. If you have never traded in a phone, you've got to try it. Thank you for tuning in, and God bless.